Power tools, sheet metal, spray guns, and thank you cards? You might like to think that a quality repair stands on its own, but it's still important to thank your customers for their business. You don't have to be Martha Stewart or Emily Post to write a thank you card. In this age of digital everything, when someone sends a handwritten card, it stands out. Look at your customers from the last month. Were any of those long-time repeat customers? If so, do you think a handwritten thank you card could show some class? This would set your business apart because so few businesses actually do this. Now, what goes in a thank you card? This doesn't have to be difficult. All you need is a short, simple message thanking them for their business. But if you want to plant a seed or two for future harvest, consider adding a couple of points. Now, you might start by saying, "Thank you so much for choosing us to repair your vehicle." Then you could add a subtle validation of their choice. Our mission is to return your vehicle to its pre-collision condition, not only cosmetically, but also mechanically, and most importantly, safely. If your shop sends out customer review requests, you can prepare them for that too. We value your feedback, so if there's anything you'd like to share, please be on the lookout for an email about that. And finally, just wrap it up. In the unfortunate occasion that you need collision repair again, we hope you'll come back. Sincerely, your name, and add your signature. Of course, this is only an example, and you can and should put this in your own words. So do you really have to write these cards by hand? The example I just gave you is about 70 words. That's quite a bit to write in each card, but if you shorten the example message, you can certainly write them by hand, but it's probably more realistic to have the message printed than sign your name. But resist the temptation to use those handwriting fonts on your computer. They rarely fool anyone, and then it just feels like a form letter and loses its authenticity. The bad news is that a printed message is far less personal than a handwritten one. The good news is that you have some options, one of which can check the box of being handwritten. More on that coming up. So let's look at some thank you card options. Let's say you've decided to give it a shot and give the thank you cards or notes to your customers after a repair. Now you need some cards, but where do you begin? Do you get the cards off the shelf from an office supply store like Staples? Do you get a pack from Amazon, or do you order custom designed cards to match your branding? Do you order cards at all, or use a fulfillment service to do it for you? Well, option one is the fully manual option. If you have someone on your staff with not quite enough to do, whether it's yourself, your spouse, a receptionist, or someone else, this might be an option. If you go this route, you'll start with some blank cards, either off the shelf or custom printed. Then a person in your office will be responsible for writing a short note, or at a minimum, signing the card. Don't be tempted to pre-print cards with the signature printed on. This defeats the whole purpose of standing out and lessens the effect by removing that personal touch. Now, option two is the custom option. Going this route, going custom, takes it up a notch. Here you can have custom cards designed by a professional designer to match your shop's branding, color scheme, and typefaces. You can get really creative here and get a unique card. Now, your designer will be able to walk you through various sizes, paper thicknesses, paper color, whether you want layered paper in contrasting colors, flat card, a folded card, metallic foil, matching envelopes, and more. Then option three is the automatic option. This option is a little more expensive and requires some setup, but does have some advantages. First, it's automatic, meaning your cards can be written, signed, and even mailed automatically. How? There are a number of companies such as Handwritten or Handwrite.io that use software and robotic arms to write with real pens on real paper. Some of them can even replicate your own handwriting and signature. Now, in that scenario, you'd only need to supply your customer's name and address, and the fulfillment service does the rest. If you really want to automate things, it's even possible to integrate with your management software. So, for example, an order could automatically be placed when your repair order is marked as complete. So that's kind of awesome. So for maximum impact, you can combine a thank you card with a gift. If you could have a card prepared and ready to go when your customer picks up her vehicle, you could either hand it to her with her keys and her paperwork, or just leave it waiting in the car. You can increase the effect by including like a car wash gift certificate or some other gift. So in addition to your heartfelt thank you message, there's a nice gift inside. This type of thing gets talked about and shared with friends and family. So any collision repair center can stamp paid on the invoice that shows thank you for your business down in the bottom corner. In fact, that's what most of them do. By presenting or sending a handwritten thank you card to your customers, you don't just look better than most other body shops, you look better than most other businesses. Hey, I'm Jason Ferguson, and I want to help you market your auto body or collision repair business. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to be notified when new videos are released. You can find out more about digital marketing services from Conspicuous Digital. Thanks for watching. Now get out and fix some cars.